Mona has pledged to prioritize listening to the concerns of Ghanaians and fighting for their cause as president. He made this announcement after securing a landslide victory with 1,138 votes in the party's primaries, defeating his opponent, David Apasara. There's more in the following report.
Speaking at his victory, Mr. Mona called on his key contender and incumbent chairman, David Apasara, to join hands for the battle ahead to help the party win power.
This victory is not the end. It is the beginning. The real work starts now. Ghanaians are fed up with the MPP and the NDC musical chairs. PNC, under the leadership of Bernard Ambatala Mona, will change the status quo and break the genes and put smiles on the faces of all Ghanaians. To my competitor, the Honorable David Apasara, in this just ended National Delegates Congress, I call on you to join me as we work to address the challenges ahead. The challenges ahead do not take any side. Hence, I call on you, all party members and all those who separated from us, to quickly join ranks with the PNC and the BAM for Change agenda. Let us come together, put aside our differences, and build a brighter future for all.
The PNC Congress, which was initially scheduled to start at 9 a.m., faced delays due to an injunction filed by David Apasara's camp. Some party activists were incensed by the developments at the end of the presidential primaries, creating tensions at the Congress.
President. Ambassador has 5. One has 125.
Agents for various aspirants challenged the results declared by the Electoral Commission.
Away from the PNC, flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, John Mahama, has, as part of his tour of the Bono East region, reiterated his party's commitment towards scrapping the betting tax when voted into office. In his address to party faithfuls in Nkwabin in the Nkranza South constituency, Mr. Mahama, however, cautioned the youth to use their winning bonuses wisely and not waste their monies on irrelevant ventures. Anas Sabit has more in the following report.
Throughout his tour of the Bono East Enclave, the NDC flag bearer John Dramani Mahama highlighted key policies in the NDC 2024 Resetting Ghana manifesto. One of those messages that resonated well with the people, particularly the youth, is his promise of scrapping the betting tax.
Betting tax,
The announcement, which was warmly welcomed by the teeming youth here in the Nkranza municipality, where the First Lady, Mrs. Modina Mahama, hailed from, was, however, met with this important advice.
Eso mesremo, ma konta fo amo wini bet no. Yanje tuwa waso no mesremo, mo wini bet na mo fanya adepa. Ma mo fanko ye life, mo fanya adepa mesremo.
In addition to the abolishment of the betting tax, the former president also mentioned that the e-levy will be scrapped to bring relief to users of mobile money platforms.
Ezu e-levy yebeyi e-levy efi ho. Ezu enti wo de mobile phone echo na to ade a wobetimi de mobile phone etua 1.5% tax aban je no yebeyi efi ho se ne be a yenje wo hwe.
At least, the unemployed youth who are into betting will now heave a sigh of relief as they will now enjoy their winning bonuses without paying a dime out of it as tax. And as it, Joy News in Kranza.
Now, the Chief Executive Officer of the Independent Power Generators of Ghana, Dr. Elikplim Apetogbo, has called on Ghanaians to adopt better energy management practices to improve healthcare delivery. Speaking on the theme, reliable electricity and sustainable technology for quality health in Ghana at the inaugural University of Health and Allied Science Alumni Lecture, Dr. Apetogbo stressed the importance of personal responsibility in managing electricity to prevent power wastage and ensuring a consistent supply, which is vital for quality healthcare. Here's more in the following report.
Dr. Elikplim Apetogbo during the lecture said Ghanaians must learn to take personal responsibility in electricity management and learn to manage energy or power so they don't find themselves in a situation where they need electricity urgently but are unable to access it due to lack of management and efficient use of electricity.
Let's provide training and capacity building program for healthcare facility staff on energy management, renewable energy technologies, and energy efficiency best practices, and also empower our healthcare professionals to implement energy saving measures, optimize energy, and respond effectively to power outages and to ensure continuity of healthcare. And I want to recommend to the Vice Chancellor and the Registrar to consider maybe introducing a program of energy related, that is energy related to our healthcare professionals. They shouldn't be biased in holding the needle. So let's introduce something, let them have an idea about energy, how to handle situations in terms of power prices or in terms of load shedding. If the infrastructure is there, the generator is there, how to operate it. I see some basic knowledge. There may be a time maybe the electrician is not there. So we can get those situations under control.
Dr. Apetogbo further emphasized the need to invest in renewable energy, particularly solar power, as a reliable alternative that can supplement the national grid during power outages.
Let's implement policies to incentivize the adoption of renewable energy sources, like the solar, for powering our healthcare facilities. Let's provide financial support, tax incentives, and encourage healthcare facilities to invest in renewable energy technology and energy efficiency measures. This is to foster partnership between government entities, healthcare institutions, and the power producers to increase investment in energy infrastructure for healthcare facilities. Facilitate the development of a standard power purchase agreement that should assist the healthcare facilities negotiate properly with the power producers.
Water Regional Minister Dr. Archibald Yao Lecha echoed the importance of sustainable energy in enhancing healthcare resilience. He highlighted the benefits of renewable energy in maintaining the functionality of healthcare facilities even during power disruptions. He's been speaking during the lecture.
As alumni of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, you are uniquely positioned to drive advancement Engaging in research projects that focuses on sustainable energy and healthcare technology can lead to innovative solutions tailored to the local context. Establishing innovation hubs within the university can foster a culture of creativity and problem solving among students and faculty and drive advancement in healthcare delivery. I urge you to leverage on your knowledge and skills to advocate for and implement sustainable energy solutions and reliable technologies in your respective fields.
Gabriel Agbenyo, president of the UHAS Aluminium, expressed gratitude for the lecture and reaffirmed the association's commitment to continuous education on sustainable energy and technology and healthcare.
Our focus is to enhance healthcare delivery using modern technology and then sustainable or reliable power supply. You know, you go to some facilities and because of the power shortages and outages and all that, they are not able to deliver effectively. But today, we had a seasoned speaker, an expert, an experienced person in the field of energy who came and educated and said, you were all witnesses to it, that today's lecture was very, very insightful. And we believe strongly that whatever he has shared with us will translate it into practice to be a continuous one. It will not be a one-time event. Yes, this is the first ever iconic historic one that we have had. And it's going to be next year we are going to organize a similar program.
Ivy Satoji, Joy News, Ho.
Multimedia Group has won big at the 35th Chartered Institute of Marketing Performance Award tonight. The group swept 3 awards, including Media Group of the Year, Online Portal of the Year for My Joy Online, and Radio Program of the Year for Asempa FM's Ecosystem Show. Here are highlights from the awards night.
The awards, which has become the standard for measuring marketing excellence in Ghana, brought all those who matter in the corporate space together at the plush Labadi Beach Hotel. Multimedia Group on that night won all the awards when it comes to the media space. Here is the announcement that preceded the awards presentation for that night.
The Media Organization of the Year 2023. Is your guess as good as what is here? The winner of this award is Multimedia Ghana Limited. Congratulations to you. Multimedia Ghana Limited. The next award category is the Online News Portal of the Year 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, the Online News Portal of the Year 2023 goes to My Joy Online.
Also, the radio program of the year went to Asempa FM's show Ecosystem. Meanwhile, Emmanuel Jivenu's special feature on the plight of 2 disabled students at the University of Ghana won the Presidential Special Award.
Esther Boydu, student, University of Ghana, and her bosom friend, Miss Felicity Wadava Ajure, who is also student of the University of Ghana. And now, the journalists who threw light and visibility on this particular story. Let's help celebrate Mr. Emmanuel Kwashi Jivenu, journalist, Joy News, who broke the story. Let's welcome the 3 of them even as they come.
The National Science and Maths Quiz program, put together by Primetime Limited, which is also heavily partnered by Multimedia Group, won the TV program of the year. The overall marketing company of the year went to MTN Ghana. In related development, the managing director of Labadi Beach Hotel, David Duafo, was adjudged the marketing man of the year at the CIMG Awards night. Mr. Duafo dedicated the award to the staff and workers of the hotel.
These accolades are not only a testament to individual effort, but also a reflection of the collective dedication, innovation, and teamwork that drive success in our various industries.
Managing Director of Primetime Limited, Nane Kwame Sabunsu, was also adjudged the Marketing Woman of the Year. This is what she had to say after the award.
I would like to say a very big thank you to my parents here, they are here, Dr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu, who started the National Science and Maths Quiz and handed it over to me in 2013, and my mother, Her Ladyship Justice Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu, for seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself. I had wanted to be a translator, French and Spanish, and so that was my first degree. And then I was groomed to go into this direction. So this day for me wouldn't have been possible if they had listened to me and not pushed me where they thought I would excel.
Indeed, congratulations to all the winners at the 35th CIMG Marketing Performance Awards, which has become the standard for measuring excellence in the marketing space in Ghana.
Congratulations indeed to the multimedia group. Meanwhile, Emmanuel Jiveno's special feature on the plight of two students living with disabilities at the University of Ghana won the National President Special Award. Let's take a look at it.
She's a 21-year-old student of the University of Ghana. Today, she's busy repairing her bicycle. This bicycle is more than just a mode of transportation. It symbolizes her independence and her commitment to helping others living with disabilities.
My name is Felicity Ajuri. I'm a person living with disability called achondroplasia. I'm unique and special in all my ways and aspects.
Felicity moves her hands with dexterity as she applies a cold patch to her bicycle tire, a skill she learned in order to save money and avoid the hassle of repair shops.
And my mom and dad always advised me to learn how to use those things to repair my bike instead of sending it to the market for repairing.
A bicycle is a lifeline, not just for herself, but for her friend Esther Badu, who is visually impaired.
For my condition there, I thought it was the most tedious one. But when I came to the University of Ghana, I could see that mine was a little bit tough because some of them couldn't see. I thank God for my life, and then I was like, God, I didn't know that my problem was not as much as compared to others. I think I could help them because I can see.
Felicity and Esther's friendship began one Monday morning during the lecture. It was not until the lecture that Felicity discovered Esther's visual impairment.
When I came, I was always in my room. I was like, so how am I going to mingle with people? You know, stigmatization and stuff. Sometimes I would like to speak with someone, but they think being a visually impaired is contagious. So they will not like to come close to you. So when I met Felicity, I was like, wow. I've met, although she's also a person with a disability, but she's helping me a lot.
The way she was looking at me, I thought she could see. I didn't know she was visually impaired. So she asked me for a guideline back to the lecture hall. So I told her that, how can this be? Because I know that you can actually see. Why are you pretending not to see? So she was like, she's a visually impaired, she can't see. So I decided to help her.
And so began a friendship. Every day, Felicity and Esther navigate the sprawling campus together. As Felicity rides, Esther holds her shoulder, guiding her friend to their lecture halls.
Every time I have to help her out by sending her to the lecture halls and all that. It has been a very difficult task for us, but I still insist of helping her by riding her to the lecture halls. Even though our lecture halls is at the top floor.
The photography of the land is not favorable to us. There are gutters, holes, steps and stuff, and she's using her bike. So when we get to gutter, we have to, because she has to get down and help her. I'll help her with the bike, carry it to cross the gutter before we continue. When there are steps, she has to get that. It's stressful.
Their bond extends beyond the classroom. They study, cook, and share laughter during their leisure time.
Hey.
Felicity's heart is filled with compassion. not just for Esther, but for others living with disabilities. She finds joy in assisting her friends, despite the challenges they face.
Other people could see their problem to be contagious. They think that maybe coming in contact with them, they will actually be infected and other stuff. So I decided to be friends with her in order to give her a helping hand.
Their friendship is reciprocal. Esther helps Felicity with tasks like washing dishes and provides academic support, explaining difficult concepts during their study sessions.
Some of the animals also have reversed legs, lagoon.
Anywhere she's going, she wants me to go with her, and so do I. Like, we can't go and leave one another. Maybe she'll leave me in the room. When she's going to buy something, she'll be like, Esther, please. And I said, Felicity, how can I visually bed be? I said, she said, no, I don't care. Let's move together. We move together. So anyway, so I really like, there is this friction between the two of us. Yeah.
Esther too cherishes their friendship, finding strength and comfort in their daily interactions.
It has been fantastic. We sometimes quarrel. Sometimes when it's time for lectures, I'll be tired. We'll not sleep early because we'll study the whole night. Maybe we'll sleep at 2 and stuff. So we had to wake up for the next lecture. She'll come and wake me up. I'll be like, Felicity, why did you come to wake me up? You have to leave me. Then we'll quarrel because of this thing. Then not serious fight stuff. We just fight and yeah. And she's not a kind of person, even if you say something, she'll be angry. She'll just, sometimes I do say something, I'll be like, Felicity, why are you not mad at me? She said, no. Then I'll just apologize and we move on. Yeah, so I really love our friendship.
Their shared moments of joy and mutual support paint a beautiful picture of what friendship truly means. Felicity dreams of becoming a journalist, using her voice to advocate for others with disabilities.
I want to be a journalist because I've not seen people giving news like me. And for that matter, I would like to use the power of the microphone to advocate for persons living with disabilities.
We want the whole world to know of our friendship, a visually impaired and a person living with a quadriplegia, being besties, bestie.
Despite the challenges, Felicity and Esther are determined to succeed in their academic pursuit and hope their friendship will inspire others, as well as highlight the need for better support for students with disabilities. Emmanuel Jivenu, Joy News.
My God,
Beautiful, beautiful report there. Meanwhile, Joy News' Upper West regional correspondent Rafiq Salam has been adjudged as the best journalist in the Upper West region. He beat 7 other journalists in the region to the award. Apart from being the overall winner, he also won the best health reporter in the region. In 2018, Rafiq was adjudged the best journalist in feature story in the northern sector of the country on the SNV Voice for Change.
I'm really elated for the honor done me, and then also I want to thank the organizers for choosing me as the best journalist in the Upper West region. This award comes along with a lot of responsibility. That clearly means that I have to improve on a lot, and also getting more voices of the people, the challenges that people are facing, and then also for the development of the region. So I'm highly elated for this honor. And I also want to thank the multimedia group for the platform giving me, the team in Wa, Asalat, Dan, and then also Lutuf for being the backbone that supported me over the years to do all the things that I'm doing. And also not forgetting of my lovely princess, my wife, who sometimes I have to wake up deep in the night to do voiceovers for me. So I want to thank everybody for the support and encouragement for this day.
What story really touched the heart of the journalist to make you the best journalist of the year?
I did 2 stories. One has to do with Maimuna. I remember the story that I did about Maimuna when she left school and then was looking for 50 Ghana cedis to enable her pay for her WASI exam. And then we followed the story, and then she got back to school. She was not able to make it to the tertiary level. But the people who were supporting her from the UK, and then also the former High Court judge, has to take her to a fashion shop because she wanted to be a fashion designer. And then she's now come out as a fashion designer with excellence. And then also another story has to do with the Warwick District Hospital, where we did a story about the hospital not having a functioning theater lamp, and which Edward Boachi Trust Fund came to the aid of the hospital, gave them 35,000 Ghana cedis, and they were able to buy 2 theater lamps.
So, in all, what message do you have for your audience who cherish you very much?
The audience, I would say, they should expect a lot from us in this region, because as I told you, that it brings a lot of responsibility for us to do well in this region, and also it also gives us that opportunity for us to work more for the betterment of this society. But one thing is clear, that this region needs to be united for its development pursuit.
We are fortunate to have both Jivenu and Rafik joining us live on Zoom. Guys, it's been an eventful weekend for you all, I must say, and congratulations to you both. Let me start with you, Jivenu. How will this award impact what you do as a journalist?
Well, first of all, I'd want to say a very big thank you to CIMG for the recognition, and to the beautiful friends Esther and Felicity for opening their doors to us to tell their story to the world. This award is a great motivator. It reaffirms our belief in the Joy Newsroom of telling impactful stories that gives a voice to those who often go unheard. So moving forward, this award is going to be a push to tell more stories on inclusion and social issue.
And you are very much interested in social protection stories. Tell us some other works you've done in this area.
So this particular series that won me this award was Disabled. We are telling the positive side. Oftentimes, we hear the negative part of persons living with disability, but I chose to shine the light on the positive angles of persons living with disability, indicating that yes, they may be handicapped in one way or another, but that doesn't write them off from society. So this particular series was purely on persons living with disability. We are currently working on another, which is Streets of Despair. We are going to tell stories of individuals who are slammed it hard on the streets, who do not have a place to sleep, who do not have any protection at all, children, young girls and young boys who are having it hard on society and wanting government or individuals to come to their aid.
All right, before I come to you, Rafik, tell us, Jivenu, how have they been reacting to this award? We saw them yesterday at the event.
Well, the two friends are super excited. You know, when I did the story, I was at the end, I asked them, what really do they want from Ghanaians or individuals who would watch the story? And all they wanted to tell people is that disability is not inability. So society should more or less create the enabling environment for them so that they can thrive. They don't want to adapt to society, but society rather should adapt to their special needs.
Okay, thank you so much, Jivenu. But let me come to you, Rafik. You are the journalist of the year for the Upper West region. Tell us more. How will this actually impact what you also do in that part of the country?
Let me start by saying that I want to thank the Upper West branch of the Ghana Journalists Association, and then also Feed the Future Policy Link for organizing this program that made me the best journalist in the Upper West region. This current position, as I said, brings a lot of responsibility, not only about excitement, but also gives me an insight and another opening for me to do things differently, and also to up the ante so that the people in the Upper West region can get more voices, more challenges in the region, so that we we will be able to highlight some of these things to the fore so that help will come to their aid. Some of these stories that we normally do, for me, I believe, and I used to say that I do positive mischief. And even some people here call me mischief. And because I think that, yes, the situation may be bad, but I think that it wouldn't be all that bad if we are given the opportunity to highlight the challenges that people are facing, and at least to turn good in their favor. I remember the story that I did at the Warwick District Hospital. It at least brought a lot of eyebrows in the district, and even the health director, the hospital director at that time has to go under cover because there was so much tension on him for even talking to us on some of these issues.
Okay.
But when we did the story and Edward Boche Foundation came to their aid, there was a lot of smiles and excitement among the people in the Warwick. And so the people of Warwick, for them, they have always been saying that they will be surely grateful to join us for this impactful story.
All right. Congratulations to both of you. I believe Jiveno is going to try some workplay with Abobitaji whilst you try some TZ this afternoon to congratulate yourself. Congratulations to you both, guys.
Thank you.
Now, away from that story, a Ghanaian Joseph Oredo has won the Best Young Innovator Award at the 7th African Tourism Leadership Forum, which took place from September 3rd to 6th, 2024 at Gaborone International Convention Center. The forum, held in Botswana for the 3rd consecutive year, recognized Oredo, who is the CEO of Fihankra Comtech Limited, for his innovative tech solutions aimed at enhancing safety in Africa's tourism industry. Out of 154 entries in the African tourism in innovation, his project stood out. My colleague Maxwell Agbagba has more in the following report.
One of the top dance groups in Botswana performing at the event held at the Gaborone International Convention Center, the 7th Africa Tourism Leadership Forum, ALTF, and awards held in collaboration with the Botswana Tourism Organization, Africa Tourism Partners, and the United Nations World Tourism Organization provided a key platform for discussing Africa's tourism future. The awards ceremony, which marked the conclusion of the forum, celebrated excellence and innovation in the tourism sector. The Africa Youth in Tourism Innovation Challenge provides young African innovators and entrepreneurs in the travel and tourism sectors with an opportunity to present ideas to global investors, partners, and mentors, facilitating valuable chances for funding and collaboration. Joseph Oredo was among the top 3 finalists following the 6th Africa Youth in Tourism Innovation Summit held in Namibia in May 2024. However, due to some challenges, he could not attend the award ceremony in Botswana. Francis Doku, media executive and COO of Digital Plug-in Limited, a Ghanaian media and digital company, accepted the award on his behalf.
Our second runner-up of this event this year is Ajena Jafar, who is the founder and CEO of Tourplug from Uganda, which is a mobile application, aggregator application. And I believe he's online, but if we can get somebody from Uganda to represent and accept on his behalf, that would be greatly appreciated.
Joseph Oredo has expressed his gratitude, saying, quote, "This recognition highlights the immense potential for technology to redefine safety standards in African tourism. I'm grateful for the opportunity to showcase Fihankra Comtech's work," unquote. There were other award winners too for their contribution to the tourism industry.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the winner in the progressive policies category is Rwanda Development Board. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, and the winner in the Outstanding Entrepreneurship Award is Kenneth Akibong and Abdul Karim Abdullah. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. These gentlemen are from Ghana.
Botswana's acting Minister for Environment, Natural Resources, Conservation and Tourism said the Africa Tourism Leadership Forum continues to draw attention to Botswana's rich natural heritage, conservation efforts and the strides the nation is making in ecotourism.
that from 2022 to 2024, the Africa Tourism Leadership Forum and Awards in Botswana have made a significant impact. They have promoted sustainable tourism, elevated Botswana's status as a travel destination, strengthened stakeholder engagement, and driven the growth of tourism in the region. The forum estimated socio-economic impact in Botswana is about 44 million. This highlights the ATFL global reach and influence. Participant boosts the local economy through their spending on accommodation and various services, an advertising value of over 900,000 US dollars, which translates to over 12 million pula, has been generated through media partnerships with local, regional, and international media. There is over 12 million pula has been generated from this event.
You're still watching the Joy Newsroom with me, Carlos Caloni. We'll take a short break. We'll return with business. Please stay. Welcome back. Now in business, government says it remains committed to advancing the Economic Enclave Project, EEP, under the Ghana Cares program, which is set to revolutionize agriculture. The Economic Enclave Project aims to develop large-scale greenfields that will serve as the food basket of the country and the sub-region, with the private sector leading the charge. Speaking to Joy News Business, Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam indicated that government will deepen engagement with private investors and leverage development partner resources to push for the growth of the project.
Ladies and gentlemen, government also continues to invest significantly in the development of irrigation facilities, small earth dams, and boreholes in the northern, upper west, upper east, and eastern regions of our country to expand crop production in these areas and to build our resilience against shocks such as what we are experiencing now. Government remains committed to advancing the Economic Enclave projects under the Ghana Cares program, which is set to revolutionize agriculture by attracting private investment and leveraging development partner resources. The EEP, that is the Economic Enclave Projects, aims to develop large-scale greenfields that will serve as the food basket of the country and the sub-region, with the private sector leading the charge. I'm now going to conclude, ladies and gentlemen. As we reflect on the progress we have made, it is clear that our collective efforts are steering Ghana towards a path of sustained recovery and stability. The strides we've made in fiscal consolidation, debt restructuring, and economic reforms are not only yielding positive results, but are also laying a solid foundation for future economic growth. The implementation of the IMF-supported program, coupled with our resolute commitment to sound economic policies, is driving the resilience and robustness we are witnessing in our economy. The steady decline in inflation, the relative stabilization of the cedi, and the positive momentum in economic growth all point to a promising trajectory. Our achievements on the debt restructuring program, both domestic and external, highlights our commitment to restoring fiscal stability and ensuring debt sustainability.
For business, world news is up next. Now, in world news, 3 people have been killed in an attack at a border point between Jordan and the occupied West Bank, Israel officials say. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said 3 Israeli civilians were killed in the shooting at the Allenby Bridge crossing. The attacker approached the area from the Jordanian side in a truck, then got out and opened fire, the IDF said. Security forces, quote and unquote, eliminated a gunman, and the IDF is checking the truck over for signs of explosives, a statement said. Video footage showed the attacker walk into the terminal and firing his weapon 3 times before he was shot dead by Israeli security forces. Medics said the 3 killed are men in their 50s, according to Israeli media. Jordan says it is investigating the incident, which happened in an Israeli-controlled area where Jordanian vehicles offload goods entering the West Bank. Both sides have shut the border point. All of Israel's land crossings with Jordan have also been closed after the incident, the Israel Airport Authority said. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said it was a hard day and sent his condolences to the victims' families at the start of a cabinet meeting. He added, quote, "A loathsome terrorist murdered 3 of our citizens in cold blood at the Allenby Bridge," end of quote. That's all we have for world news, and that's all we have in this bulletin. You can log on to myjoyonline.com for more stories. My name is Carlos Scaloni. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great afternoon.